Well, here we all are, gaggled up at this Chocobo stop in the middle of a random box canyon. You know, if we took a minute to think about it, some of these stops are in some really nonsensical spots. I've seen some weird bus stops in my life, in real life, but like these take the cake, huh? Anyway, it's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the game we're playing. Thanks for joining, everybody. We are done with Cosmo Canyon, the town, the main quest, so to speak. We now have a little bit of world exploration, side questing to do. We're eventually going to take the plane off to Nibelheim. So yes, to recap, last time we got done with the Cavern of the Gi, where we found out that the Gi had created this materia that would help them cross the barrier between life and death so that they could finally move on and not be spooky ghosts. And this black materia was taken by the Cetra, apparently. That would be the Ancients, of whom Aerith is last living representative of. So a little bit of drama there. We were then thrust back into the real world from whatever liminal space the village of the Gi was, and came back to town. Found a man in black, collapsed here, one of those robed guys. And, yeah, we kind of cooked up some kind of plan. Like, try to figure out where this black materia could be. It was suggested that some kind of place of worship for the Cetra, a temple, you might say, which apparently they weren't keen on worshipping, so it's a bit of a tricky spot. So we need to find a Shinra terminal to find intel on where this place could be, and Cosmo Canyon's terminal was dismantled and turned into a windmill, so the next best guess is Nibelheim, which, strange idea, that was the town that got burned into a crisp during the sad events from 5 years ago, you know, from Cloud's flashback. So, but there might be a terminal there, so we've got to get there. Like I said last time, I thought that was a bit of a flimsy reason to go to Nibelheim. The original game didn't really have a reason. It was on the way of your travels, but still. For some reason, that is better in my mind than, oh, we gotta find a computer. Oh, I need a computer. I mean, I guess this is kind of weird diesel punk world, so with like unclear tech levels, so maybe like computers aren't that ubiquitous? Who knows, whatever. Fine, we'll accept it. But before we can take off, we gotta explore this Grand Canyon of sorts. We got a couple side quests. This one was really weird. We're supposed to like photograph celestial phenomena and like investigate fiends that are summoned by this comet thing. I really didn't understand what that was about, honestly, to be perfectly honest. And second, Bugenhagen wants us to measure some Mako frequency, some like little land measurements that we gotta take. For reference, the spot we gotta go is over here. It's pretty much clear from the little clues on the map we've gotten, so we gotta go here. So I gotta remember to drop by there. But I have come up here to investigate this corner of the world first, and then we're gonna follow the canyon edge down here. But gotta remember, everybody, to check around there, you know? So now we're good to go. And I would like to go... Hold on. Is this the right way? I would first like to go deal with this monster fight, which is, I think, in this direction. It's a little hard to tell where you can and cannot go in this canyon region, so I'm just kind of hoping for the best here. Yeah, I very rarely, I don't have much of a point of discussion here. I can't think of anything to bring up and yammer about.
Fiends may be in the vicinity. Exercise caution.
Sure thing, Mai.
Rare basilisk variant detected. Commencing guidance protocol.
Basilisks, huh?
Basilisks can change the color of their skin to blend into the environment and hunt prey undetected. Shinra is studying this fiend in the hopes of replicating its camouflage capabilities.
Right.
This variant, however, doesn't simply alter its coloration. It manipulates the properties of its skin in accordance with the temperature, humidity, and lighting of its surroundings. Its powers are 9 ninja-esque. Be sure to rely on all your senses if you don't want to lose track of it.
Very good. Thank you, Mai. Yeah, Basilisk variant, huh? So that's why they look like chameleons, because they got a silly little camouflage ability. I am just checking really quickly here to make sure that I remember what the abilities that we currently have. So that's Aerith, and Barret has Smackdown, just a big old AoE move, very good. And I'm just here to check, because I every time screw this up. Do we have Assess? Alright, Aerith has Assess. I guess this problem would be solved if I just bit the bullet and used one of Cloud's slots to have an Assess materia on it. Although, just watch, then we'll get a sequence where you don't get to play as Cloud. Which I guess we kind of had for a bit there in the Cavern of the Gi, so sure. But anyway, like, yeah, I could save so much headache if I just made sure that Cloud had an Assess materia on him, but oh well. This looks like, yeah, I was just saying, I don't have any particular topic off the top of my head. I can't remember anything. I'm a little too brain frazzled. It's the summer heat, you guys. So I don't particularly have anything to yammer about in between, so let's just focus on clearing the map. And first we're going to deal with these Dark Basilisks, of which there are 4 of. That's an unusually large amount for these special boss enemies. However, the lineup of stuff to do is pretty straightforward, so I feel like this fight's going to be straightforward as well. Gotta pressure, gotta stagger, gotta beat them in the time limit. Let's see what we can do. Now, Basilisks have a petrification effect, so... I'm sorry, Bashfulisk? Okay. I'm a little worried about what kind of mortifying petrification effects we can expect. Okay, we got a quick stagger. We didn't even get the pressure yet. Well, let's really quickly switch over to... No. Switch to Aerith. Wow, that tongue reached far. So that we can... Ah! Okay, well, we're doing great with time limit and stagger, but, like... What's the way to pressure these guys? This is actually really sticky. It alters its elemental affinity when it goes into hiding. Exploiting its elemental weakness will pressure it, making it unable to hide. And apparently, ice is the element right now, so let's see if we can pop a little snow flurry. Or actually, did I have a... Just do a whole blizzard spell at him, why don't we? They're casting fire spells, so maybe this will get the job done. There we go, got the pressure, very good. Good. Wow, okay. I do like this nothing personnel move that they're doing, where they fade out and then they just kind of show up right behind you. That's kind of fun. Dang it. Got out of the way just as I was going to drop my evil trick there. They're all in a pile up there, weirdly enough. Hey, got them all pressured for some reason. That's nice. Here's some ATV action for everybody. Alright, and we get the nice laser from that one. Gotta remember to use this one. Stop you right in your tracks. And we are running a little bit out of time here, so let's just see if... Oh my god, hold on. I don't think we need to worry anymore. We could just do a fireworks blade on one of these. And Barret, we can also have a limit break right there. Barret can just focus shot that guy. Guess. Sure, I think I shot the wrong guy. Oopsie daisy. However, we got him. And we didn't even get petrified at any point. That was a nice pick-me-up. Oh, I forgot to mention in my recap, we tried to do the Mind Flayer and company Chadley simulator fight last time. Tried to do a second pass at that quest, that simulator mission, and even having looked up what to do, I still kept screwing it up, so eventually I just kind of crashed out and stopped. Now I'm just like laughing at it, but I gotta say, it got me in the feels again. I was a little bit tilted and annoyed at myself for screwing things up. I guess, you know, now that I'm a little bit more, it's like a week later and I'm chillaxed, to an extent. I can respect having like one real tough one in there, a real tough cookie mission, whatever, but I can respect that like at some point I have a skill gap and eventually things to get too difficult for me. And I can even respect that I'm not playing this game very well. I feel like, you know, I'm not taking advantage of like swapping characters and timing your abilities. I am kind of still hack and slash smashing, button mashing my way through. This late into the second game, you know, I won't deny that charge. So I'll respect it. But like still, of course, I'm still gonna be a little bit miffed. Doesn't mean I'm gonna feel great about failing on that. Although if someone has advice on how you still maintain a positive outlook when you get hit with an insurmountable challenge like that, do let me know. Maybe the answer just is get over it, sure. Well, whatever. I do not want to be, like, flagellating myself all episode today, so we're really gonna put a button on this. Let's instead see how bad I do in this little, Simon Says puzzle right here. With exciting Bahamut Arisen, this guy's sick design. Square, triangle, square, circle, square, circle. Square, triangle, square, circle, square, circle. Alright, alright. Square, triangle, square, circle, square, circle. Nice! Woo! I was a little off there. It wasn't 100% timing by the end there, but, like, I'm glad I, like, got the rhythm down. In general, like, I remember to do the switch up there. One of these was really messing me up earlier, where I kept screwing up the, like, little button switch.
Analysis complete. I managed to extract the necessary data from the crystal.
Great job, Chad.
This should allow me to strengthen your materia.
Yeah. Oh, man. I can't wait to have Bahamut Arisen on the team. Gonna kick that out of, I mean, Chocobo Moogle's been doing, you know, heaven's work with Cloud, but I think it's time we swap that over for something a little beefier, you know. Not that I ever really seem to use summons. I can't help myself, like, half the time the fights are like, it seems more fun to try and do without a summon there. Like, the flow of this fight is quite fun without that little, you know, helper element there. So, you know, but Bahamut Arisen's so sick, though, that I'm kind of like, ooh, we kind of want that guy on our team. Now, oh, this was also what I was having a freaking meltdown last time a little bit. The fact that, like, you have to use one of the dash buttons to make this, not any old one. So anyway, yeah, I am kind of... How did we get down? I don't think we can actually get down from here on Chocobag. We gotta slide down. So, hold on. In fact, I think we gotta take a really long way. I really screwed up coming up here. Yeah, this one's like on this high rocky plinth, and it's... Do we need to do some kind of flight there? Because I can't see an obvious path up there. Now, I won't want to get in the trap of overthinking this and then, like, we waste a ton of time, but I'm looking at the path of all those flight paths, and they're leading like a nice little trail to what to me looks like towards where that life spring is. So, I think what we actually want to do is get up there. Which, I need to check this on the ground. I need to check this on the ground to see if I can figure this one out. Good heavens. Oh, there's a jump pad, like, over on that promontory over there as well, so... Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to, like, get started from the ground here. There's so many of these wacky jump points, but yeah, you can see over there's a Choco ramp. And that leads into that lush, verdant forest area. Or oasis area there behind, which is kind of looks like which is where the life spring is, so... Definitely, I'm willing to bet money that's the only way to get up there. How the hell do I get up there to that ruin? It's like right there-ish. I need to investigate the bottom of this canyon just in case, because I'm looking at the map and I'm not sure any of the places we can travel to up there will allow us to hook up to this ruined spot. But doesn't look like there's any neat little switchback over here either. This looks like a dead end. Oh, this, okay. You know, I'm willing to put money down that, like, that's not true, I'm not putting money down, but I am making a strong bet here that, like, the Proto-Relic quest is going to eventually take us to this point, because what's the point of this little nook with those little statues otherwise? So that's my guess, but for now, it's just a little weird little box canyon with spooky statues all over the place. Now, where does this connect to? Is there a path? Oh! It's just a nice little choco stop here. I guess we can have ourselves a rest while we're here. Thank you. I guess I do have to travel back to the top of the canyon then there, because I'm kind of drawing a blank otherwise on how to get to... There's no, like, I was hoping there'd maybe be a trail just going up from the bottom here. But that looks unlikely, so instead I think I am going to have to investigate up there in the canyon area, see if we can find a path there. Which, not gonna lie, once freaking again, your boy Minsk was like, I'll just clear all this really quickly and we can, like, get this, then we can, like, be over here. And now we're halfway through the first episode of the week, and we are, like, I can just see now I'm gonna take so long figuring out how to get there, so... My plans of being expedient are once again being waylaid! So that just leads to the life spring, I'm pretty sure, over there. I don't think I need to go investigate down there. It's gonna be a big old... dead end. Oh, ugh. No, I gotta, you guys, because it's really close to where that jump pad was. So... I recall that this was a dead end, but, like, just in case my recollection is wrong, yeah, no, this was just this natural little cave. There is no path here. If there was a path here and I found that out, like, an hour later, and I just kind of, like, because I was too impatient, ooh, will I be tilted? But it really, 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 really looks like just a dead end there, so... I'll let that be. Instead... Let's us wander around over here a bit and see if we can find a... In fact, let's save time and just go to the Celestary Cavern over here and see if there's any alternate route. The problem is, I seem to recall this cavern also being a really straight shot when we were traveling through here the first time. I don't remember, like, here was a branch over to this side path where you could, like, get to that ruin with the Chocobo there. Ah, okay. Enough is enough, Ski. Gotta put you guys down. Whoever thought a penguin would end up in a desert anyway? You gotta be real cooking something to come up with that.
Nothing to it.
There we go. Nothing to it indeed. Now we're kind of where I was wandering a minute ago. Oh god, but we are way, way, way too high. I see. Okay, so I think what the puzzle here actually is gotta figure out the first jump point for the Chocobo, and we gotta, like, traverse this whole canyon trying to get there. That's what we gotta do, actually. This idea I'm cooking is completely off Like, that's only like a halfway point, I think, that little nook there. But the problem is, where in the heck do you get started with this little flight adventure? Because, like, I can't for the life of me figure out where there's a Choco point there. There's a gliding range here. Should I check this spot out? I don't remember what this one is. Well, we're right near the Cosmo Canyon entrance now, so... Ah! Oh my god! I mean, I forgot that you need to hold down the glide button, you guys. Well, hey, I mean, hey, look, we got something. I was right on top of it. Hell yeah. Thanks, bunnies. Five Moogle medals. Not bad. No, not that one. Yeah, I'm not sure if there was another flight point elsewhere, and I can't really tell them from the map is the problem. So I'm gonna just... Let's try that again, but this time I don't screw that jump up. Right, you gotta hold down R2 to glide. Got it. Which, of course, now that I see, that's also the sprint button, so that's kind of supposed to be encouraging you to go flying in there. Everything good, Choco Buddy? Whoa. Well, the good thing is we start out really, really high, so... we might not even need to play this whole traversing across those flight points minigame. It looks like I could just straight shoot over there. Okay, so never mind. This actually went decently fast, my little journey, but it mega feels like I'm sequence breaking this, you know. As you can tell, you know. Whoop. Ah, great. We cleared that hair-raising puzzle. No, but seriously, I can't for the life of me tell. In fact, if I had half a mind, I would make the guess that we're supposed to... No, because this is a kind of... this is a landing ramp. This is not a takeoff ramp. But yeah, I just do not have a single clue where you were supposed to start this little trek. Like, I didn't check here, so like maybe there would have been a path leading up to that jump pad over there. Maybe. That might be, that's the only answer I can think of. But hey, we solved the puzzle by sequence breaking it with this really dumb idea, so, you know. Whatever gets you results, right? And we got to this lovely looking ruin up here. That's right, Yuffie. It was a really neat place we got to, so it was mega worth it in the end. Here we go. Oh yeah. Well, that's that scanned. Huzzah, you guys, huzzah. Hello.
Cloud.
Chadley.
By analyzing the LifeSpring data, I was able to locate an old Republic transmitter chip.
Oh, neat.
First, look for a weathered old ship, then scour the surrounding area. I trust you'll have no trouble finding this distinctive landmark.
A weathered old ship. Dilapidated, even. Ooh, busting out the big words. And then the game just shows you where it is anyway. That kind of sounded like a little quest to try and, like, find it. You know, try to locate it by, you know, description alone. But no. I can already see myself, if that had been the case and we were supposed to try to find it, I can already see myself just being like, God, why did they make this so hard? Where is the damn ship? Oh my god! And then when I find it, like, this was the ship the whole time. You were supposed to, oh my god. So, yeah. let's just take that with us. And let's now go over here. Let's see if I can get there in 5 minutes, so we'll actually get this into the into the Wednesday episode. Ooh, didn't mean to send that hard. Ouch. Well, you know what? Since this is such a nice glide spot here, why don't we glide down there in style? Hoya! Whoa, oh, no, again, screwed up by holding that button. I am, of course, missing all of the terrain below us by doing this, like there might have been, you know, something down there for us to explore, and now I'm missing it, but hey, when you get a chance for a lovely flight like this, you gotta take it, right? And there's all these really Sonic-level looking, like, little pads and balloons everywhere. Like, surely the game wants us to enjoy those, so we might as well. Although, right now we're not exactly really utilizing those now, are we? But still. Ah, well, that was delightful, honestly. Nice. Oh, and everybody! Oh, beautiful synchronized landing, everybody! Man, golf clap for you guys. Oh, man, there's so many of these towers here to clear. We're really close to one, too. But look, there's even a tower marked on the map there under Cloud's finger. Thumb, you might say. So we'll take care of this business first. I don't think I didn't notice this random fence here. It is, in fact, a survey station, number 1. Let's go.
Wait, there's a gate? How are we supposed to get past it? Or is there another entrance?
Forgive me. You'll need a key. It slipped my mind.
You're supposed to be staying at
What are you
home.
doing here? You're supposed to be at home.
Exactly.
There's no need to make such a fuss. I simply wish to see this with my own eyes.
I really appreciate how he just floated in like that. Yellow! Oh, okay, good. I thought there was a big monster over there, like a big rock monster, but it's actually, it's one of the life springs, but it's not looking so hot. That's curious. Let's go check it out, figure out what's going on with that.
It would appear this spring has all but withered. You have the Macometer.
The Macometer? Absolutely!
5, 8. Not looking good. This thing isn't picking up much.
I see. But it's still too soon to draw any conclusions. Let's try another location, shall we? We may yet get encouraging results.
What do we got this time? The second...
I will catch up to you when I am ready.
No! Go home! Be a grandpa and rest. The fallow life spring flickers with a dim light, as if frightened. Ooh, that's mysterious. Alright, spots 2 and 3 don't appear to be where we were already. I recognize those ruins. We've seen them from afar. So they are... Hold on, just... Yeah, okay. They are... Hereabouts. This is the ruined city, and that's like one of the maps, so... I'd almost say they're roughly where these markers are, actually, mysteriously enough. So, we'll get there eventually, we'll get there. I'll try to remember. It's getting a little stickier to remember now, because, like, there's a lot of stuff to clear on the way there. Although maybe less, because it kind of looks like this is a huge wedge that divides the world, not Wedge, rip in peace, our dear hero Wedge. So it's kind of looking to me like we might do this, and then swing over to this side of the wedge and take care of everything here, and then come investigate this branch over here, right? Although I get the sinking feeling this one, yeah, it's even called Ancient Capital. This one's on top of the big rocky spit, and this one's at ground level, because it doesn't otherwise make sense for them to be so close to each other, so... Might be tricky to navigate those, but let's start with the obvious one that's right nearby first. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We'll also see where this tower sends us, you know, exploratoring.